Awesome. We're live now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's meetup. My name is Dalia, and I work for Elastic's community team. Today, we're here to hear from Felix, and he's going to talk to us about how to share your Elastic content with the community. He's going to show us how, and I will let him introduce himself and tell you more what we're going to do today. And let's take all of the questions at the end. And yeah, that's it for me. Enjoy the presentation. Take it from here, Felix.
Hello, also from my side. So, and welcome to this presentation about how to share your Elastic content. It's not only about how to share it, it's of course also how to consume the stuff that others have shared. And yeah, it's my community project. So I, as a member of the Great Elastic community, has created this project a while ago. And the idea is really to have something like a marketplace for people who have content created and would like to share it with the community on the one hand, and on the other hand, people who would like to get the content to start quick, to learn how to use Elastic, to really bring together the pro users with the new users, and yeah, let them let both let's say benefit from this presentation. Yeah, so it's for so this presentation is for everyone who is interacting with Elastic in any way. So whether you have a security project or whether you have an observability project, doesn't matter. So there is content for everyone on the platform, and you may be able to use it. So feel free to join this session, and I hope you will like it. Again, my name is Felix Wörsel. I'm working with Elastic for quite some years now, so I work on a daily basis with it, and creating. During that time, I also created a lot of stuff, and this is mainly the things that you will find at the content share at the moment. But there are also already other contributors that sharing their content, and I hope that some of you guys also would like to join the sharing platform and sharing your Canvas dashboards, your Kibana dashboards, whatever you made. I would be totally happy to bring it on the page, to make some promotion for that, so that also other people can use what you have created, so that you've not created it only once for you, but also for the rest of the world. Today in this session, I will talk about the general idea of this project, like I did in the last couple of seconds. I will also show you some examples, so you will see what I've created, what is already on the content share, so that that you also get the idea of how the content should look like, to make it really accessible and usable for other customers. And of course, I will also show the content share platform itself. So I will go through the main things, how to use it, so how to consume the community content, and also how to share the community content, so that I really fulfill the promise that I made in the title. So I will really show you how to do the things in the sharing platform. And at the end, like Daja said, feel free to answer or to put your questions in the comments on the right hand side, and then I will answer all the questions at the end. And with that, let's start. So some use cases. Here you see some use cases that you can do with the Elastic Stack. So it's a really rich platform. You all know this if you are here probably. So you can not only do search like it is in Elasticsearch, you can do machine learning, you can do alerting, you can make a recommendation engine. Of course, you can also monitor every kind of platform, collect any kind of data, and putting some intelligence into it, and also analyze all the data and making visualizations. So you all know this probably. So many things that are possible. But with this rich experience of how to get things done, or what were the things that you can get done, there's also a bit of complexity for people who want to start with the Elastic Stack. And for them, I think the experience they get from the Elastic Content Share is really good, because they can have a look into how to build a Kibana Canvas dashboard, how it's made by the expert users, and also getting pre-built Kibana dashboards really helps to get quickly into the data for the specific data sources they are using. So I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of things we can, or the Elastic Content Share can help here. So Again, with the great power of the Elastic Stack, there is also a bit of complexity, and the Elastic Content Share, or the idea of the Elastic Content Share, really is to help you to overcome this complexity by having something pre-built. I personally being able to learn best if I can have a look into examples, into looking into how others have built things, and just, let's say, tweak it a little bit for my specific use case. So that's the way I learn most or learn the best. And I hope that many of you also think the same way, so that you can use it. That's also the reason why everything is for free. So it's about sharing, and it's not about selling something, right? So we would like to make others better, and also to maybe use our time as creators of Elastic content more sufficient, so that other people can really benefit from that. Having a look into what you can get at the Elastic Content Share at the moment. So you can get pre-built Kibana Canvas dashboards. Not sure whether you already built one, but especially in Canvas, there is a little, let's say, learning curve that you need to go through. So you start with a blank screen, and then you have to add your components, and then you have to add the data, then you have to make it really looking nice. So a lot of things that come together, and you need to have quite some different skill sets to get all the different things together and have a really nice dashboard at the end, and to have examples to work on, or let's say to have a pre-built design that you can just use and put in your data, so that it's already looking nice and you just fill it in with your data. I guess it's really powerful for the users to have something like this. Elastic also offers some of those templates. If you go into the Canvas board area, there you can start with a template, but these templates are really let's say low level. So there is just a little bit of text, and it's not really high sophisticated. There is no idea how to make info pop up or things like this. So also there is no really good example into how to build a conditional within a Kibana Canvas dashboard. And all those things are features that you can see how the features are used, and in real life you can get this by just downloading one of the Canvas examples and start from there. It's really handy to not start from scratch. Also, the real or the normal Kibana dashboard, there are also some pretty good examples. So, for example, we have one for the observability use cases, where we combine the views of the APM data, the logs data, and the metrics data. It's really handy dashboard because it brings together all the different data sources in one single screen. So like the overview page that you already know in Kibana from the observability standpoint, but it's available in every 7.x version. So also in the older versions where we didn't have this overview, or where Elastic didn't have this overview page. And of course, it's also more interactive because you can interact with all the different visualizations that are on there, and you can extend it the way you like. So adding the visualizations you need to have to make it more useful for you. For example, you can also add Vega visualizations. So Vega visualization in general is a possibility to build visualizations based on the Vega description language, which is really rich, and you can do a lot of different things with Vega. But also, so Vega, it's the same thing like in Canvas. There is a learning curve to get into how to build those visualizations. And also here, it's, I guess, really important to have some examples to look how a Sankey visualization is built, to look how a tree map is built, and just using those examples and tweaking it a little bit for your needs is pretty useful. Another thing that we've made on the content share is pre-built detection rules. So Elastic comes with more than 500 detection rules in 7.12, but there is also a lot of rules out there in the community. So for example, the Sigma rules, which is another open source project to define security-based detection rules for in a general way. And we were translating those Sigma rules into the schema of the Elastic detection rules, so that you can use it just immediately in your environment and don't have the need to translating the Sigma rules on your own, you can just use it right away. And of course, there are also water jobs and other things. So we also have a page for Kibana plugins and many other content that is important to know about. So with that, let's go into one or two examples. So this is, let's say, the bestseller, if you can speak about selling here, the Canvas dashboard, which was shared the most at the moment. It's an adaptive Canvas dashboard based on APM data. So as soon as some of the users or one of the users has APM data in the cluster, this dashboard immediately works because it's based on the Elastic Common Schema, and also APM data is based on the Elastic Common Schema. So you can really build something for others if you use the Elastic Common Schema underneath, so that everyone can consume it if they have enabled the data in the Elastic Common Schema, of course. And here also the user that is downloading this Canvas board can really learn a lot about Canvas. So he can learn about how to build a traffic light. So we see here this different color coding, and also how I disabled the traffic light when there is no data in it, and also this is really dynamically. So when a user has 5, 6, or 7 different services, then there are 5, 6, or 7 different boxes filled, and otherwise they are filled less. So it's really a flexible thing here that can be used by the users, and also again clicking into it, seeing how the global variables are used, how the internal variables are used, and get a little bit into the expression language, how to use it for, let's say, more complex use cases. Another example, I already talked a little bit about this, is the possibility to download detection rules from the Sigma project. There we already translated everything that belongs to Windows. So there are generic Windows events based on the Windows event ID. There are also Sysmon events, Sysmon detection rules based on the Sysmon Windows event that are more sophisticated. And yes, it's more than, I think, 800 rules now that are already translated, that you can just download, put it into your detection engine, and make it more useful for you to work with this kind of detections. And I also added a dashboard that helps you to get a better overview about the detection. So whenever there is a detection fired, then an alert is created within Kibana or within the detection engine. You can see this alert, let's say, in the out of the box and the default distribution only in the detection engine itself. But you can take the data out of the index and putting it into a dashboard to integrate, to aggregate the data. And I also prepared a dashboard for that, so that you can have a really high-level overview across every detection engine that you have, and also to see the current state of your environment. And everything I've talked about, you can just download. So it's really cool. And with that, let's jump over to a little demo. So the address of the content share is elastic-content-share.eu, and then you get to this little page here where you can first of all you choose what you would like to have. So there's the possibility to search for the content you may looking for. So let's say you search for the Sigma rules, then you just enter Sigma here, and then you get all the Sigma rules. Of course, there's also some guidance here in the front page how to get to the content. So let's go to the Canvas gallery, for example. So we just click here, and then we get over to the Canvas gallery, and we see all the different canvases that are uploaded here. So there is a Canvas example collection that helps users to to see how things are built, how common things are built in Canvas. We will have a look into this in a second. This is the detection engine alerts overview dashboard that I've talked about a second ago on the Sigma page. But there are other cool things like the data flow canvas that is visualizing data flows really well. So it's not, let's say, based on Elastic Common Schema, but it is showing how to visualize the different things, how to turn off, turn on different data flow lines, so that you can really build interactively using interactively the uptime data, for example, if you're checking the connection between two different data sources or between two different network interfaces, and then you can just check for the availability here. There are many other dashboards that I've built over the time that you can just use. But let's now use this Kibana Canvas example collection dashboard. So we just click on download now. Nothing else to do if you are already a user. If you're not already a user, you have to register yourself the first time. And the reason for that is that you can use this deployment into Elastic Cloud, so that we can if you do this, then you allow us to store your credentials. So let's have a look into this. So it's the I decided to use API keys for that, so that you can remove the access at any time you like without the need to go back into the Elastic Content Share. You just do this in your Kibana environment. And the only thing you need to do is to configure this. So if you go in your cloud, then you get this cloud API key, then you choose which deployment you would like to use. Then you create an API key for your deployment itself. And in that deployment, you can load different spaces. And for example, we can load this into a specific space here. And then we just click on deploy now. And now the content will get deployed. If you don't like to use this automatic process here, you can, of course, also download just the file that is behind it and use it manually. Of course, so it's no problem to do this, but this is the more handy way, because now you just click on open object and then you get handed over into your environment, and the object that you have just downloaded is immediately created and open for you, and then you can use it the way you like. So let's have a look, for example, into some animations here, so we can see how to build animations in this Canvas board. Or if you'd like to have a look into how to build info pop-ups in Canvas, then you just click to this page and then you can hover here and see how it's done. So really have a look also into the element itself, so that you can learn how the things are done and build it for your own things. So this is how to consume content that is already on the platform. Now let's say that you would like to create your own things and share it on the platform. Then you just click on add your content now, and you will hand it over to the add Elastic content form to create new things. And the only thing you need to do is to fill in the title, gallery image, short description, a little longer description. You can change it later, so you can also start with to be done if you don't like to make a full description from day one. Then you choose which version you have tested this content on, and then you give some categories, and finally you upload the file and clicking on submit. And when you have been clicked on submit, the moderators will check that there is really Elastic content into the upload and not something different, and that it's they will check that it is working. And as soon as they let's say approve your submission, then it will be on the page. So it will be not in the first second there, so you need to wait a couple of hours, up to 3 business days, until it will be available, but then everyone can download it immediately. Of course, you also, as a content creator, you also get information about how often someone has downloaded your content. So therefore, it's this creators dashboard here. So you get information about your different content that you have ordered and how many that you have uploaded and how many different orders there are on it. So there is a way to have a look what has been downloaded and how often it has been downloaded. And there's also a specific page only for you, so that let's say you are a bigger company, or you're working for a bigger company that is partnering with Elastic and would like to show this partnership here on this content share, then you go, then you can add your information, and then you get more possibilities to improve your own vendor page here and only promote your own stuff that you have created. Okay, and with that, let's go back to the presentation and make a little summary. So what you get out of the Elastic Content Share? So you get pre-built content that others have made for you. You can automatically deploy the content into Elastic Cloud clusters. So I'm working also on well, making it available for other Elastic clusters that are available via the internet, of course. So I need to have an endpoint to deploy it to. I'm also working on an improved uploading process. So at the moment you have to upload a file manually. I'm working on looking into a cluster which content is available, so that you can just click and collect, so to say, the different contents and make it available for the others. Of course, you can also find relevant information to improve your current setup, not only by using the Kibana, Canvas, and other examples. There are also blog posts available, also video content that you can consume. So, for example, there is a post about how to predict customer churn by using the Elastic machine learning content. You can just click on it and watch a video and learn more about Elastic, just everything for free, of course. And finally, last but not least, you can share your own Elastic content with the world, so that everyone can consume it, and everyone and not everyone needs to reinvent the wheel if you already did the job. Okay, and with that, I'm open to answer questions if there are any, and hopefully you enjoyed the session. Also happy to read some feedback. So do you like the idea? Do you like the project? Do you like how it's built and how it's presented? So really happy to hear some feedback. It's really time consuming to build a project like these and make it available for the rest of the world. And yeah, so really happy to hear some feedback, and also really happy to see you at the Elastic Content Share. Data, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Thank you. I was going to say maybe insert your contact details in the chat if people want to send you feedback or questions afterwards. They can do so.
Yeah, you can also write comments in underneath the YouTube video, so it's also fine.
Yeah.
I will have a look from time to time.
Awesome. Let's see if anyone has any questions. If not, we can finish early.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you, everyone,
all right,
and goodbye.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Felix, for presenting, and have a great day, everyone. Bye.